course.
It was confusing as heck.
And it just, you happen to pick up a new favorite show, right?
I don't have favorites.
Yeah, I don't have favorites.
I'm just trying to.
Like, I love Archer. I love South Park.
I'm just trying to watch a bunch of like old movies that I just have the hankering to watch. I don't have any interest in watching shows or anything like that. I read.
That's what I like. That movie I told you about. You can filter down to the 40s or the 50s and just look through all those movies and just start watching random stuff.
Not that old, but
hey, no, if you're a fan of old movies, might I suggest A Train Coming to the Station?
What is an old movie for you? Like the 80s?
For me, an old movie is when I was personally a kid, or in some cases, even something like, for example, and this is a lot of people are not going to be happy with me saying this. I literally just watched Zootopia about 4 days ago.
Nothing wrong with that. I still haven't seen Bambi.
I think there's a difference in the two.
I saw Bambi once in my life, and it was in the theaters.
Oh, wow. So you got the full experience.
What he's telling you is that he's older than he looks.
Well, we know exactly how old he is. He was kind enough to tell us a while back. But I mean,
I don't even remember that.
I was probably.
It wasn't an initial release. I think that was released a long time ago. But I think I saw it in the theaters, like in the 70s.
Like I have a list of, like I had a hankering to watch Atlantis: Last Empire.
Ah, good. Good stuff.
I thought it was good to begin with. I went back and relooked, and I'm kind of rethinking it. Not because
is that the Michael J. Fox one?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not because it's not good. I didn't realize last time I watched exactly how bad the pacing is in that movie. It's really bad. The movie just moves way too fast for the first.
They needed at least an extra 30 minutes at the beginning.
At least an extra. Well, I would say maybe an extra 30 to 40 minutes for the entire movie. Because the beginning goes too fast, the betrayal goes too fast, the heel-face turn comes too fast. They spent a lot of time exploring the city and a lot of time doing the underground exploration, which is where they should have spent time. But things like the establishing the setup at the very beginning, they did in 10 minutes, which should have took 30 minutes.
Actually, in all honesty, all I really remember from the movie is the subs and Mr. Santorini. That's about it. So,
no, it's got some awesome stuff.
I actually have. I was a kid.
Look, we made a bridge. Big. It only took me about what 10
seconds. Hey, what you got in there?
I saw
bombs, nitroglycerin. I forget the rest of it.
Office supplies. I actually saw I saw a cosplay of him, and they actually had a paperclip that was 1.5 feet tall.
Nice.
Now let's see what's on my watch list. So stuff that I want to do. I need to watch all of Get Smart. That's been on my list for a while.
Wait, the original Get Smart?
The original Get Smart.
I used to watch that every day after school.
I've watched half of season 1, and I didn't stick with it just because I didn't have time. I actually want to watch the rest of the Dresden Files. I loved the books.
Wait, is that the one with Harry the Wizard?
Harry Dresden, yes, the Wizard. They actually made a TV show out of it.
They made a TV show out of it. Oh, wow.
Yeah, Sci-Fi made it. It's good, but it doesn't follow the books, and there's like it does its own thing. It does its own alt-universe version of him. And some things slightly changed.
He's still got the Volkswagen, right?
No, it's a World War I Jeep.
Oh,
so same concept, different execution. The biggest thing that probably would get to you is God, what's his name? The skull, the spirit.
Right.
He's an actual person. Now he's like a ghost, sort of, but it's an actual person. It's not a spirit.
Well, I could see how it would be difficult. They'd do too much animation costs, I guess.
And
this is cheaper, right?
Some of the episodes are also some of the episodes follow some of the books. Many of them do not. So, like the book about
well, good storytelling is good storytelling. I'm always up for new stories.
Yeah, well, what I mean is like a lot of the stuff doesn't match the way the book does it. And yes, good storytelling is good stories. But for example, Murphy is kind of a completely different character.
Is she good looking in the story?
Yeah. But she's
Okay, that's all that
good-looking.
matters. Right. That's as long as she's good looking and she's independent and forceful. That's good enough.
I'm not 100% sure about independent and forceful. The couple episodes I watched, she didn't have the personality she did in the book. Like, she doesn't have that force of personality.
Well, that was her whole personality, though, is the fact that she could be a police, was a captain or a chief or whatever. No, captain, right?
Lieutenant, I think.
Lieutenant, whatever. But she made it up in the ranks.
Yeah, and then she lost it again. I have to go back and look.
For all you guys who are listening to us talk about it, it's a good book series.
It's a
short Pulp Fiction. Right. It's just cheap Pulp Fiction books you can read like in an afternoon.
I don't know if I describe them like that. Definitely not.
I tore through them and they're not that thick.
Yeah, I mean,
to be fair, I finished the last Harry Potter book in 6 hours when it came out. So yeah,
read that fast.
It depends on who you're talking to.
Well, the thing I would not describe as is pulp fiction. I feel that the author goes a lot deeper into it because he combines a lot of different mythologies, plays true to the, plays them straight in some locations, twists them.
Have you read any of his other books?
I haven't actually. I've been meaning to.
He does a series where he had made a bet, I think with Brandon Sanderson, that he could take the Roman Legion, mix it with like Pokemon or something like that, and write a novel about it. And he wrote a very successful series of novels about
I would not be surprised with him.
Who's this?
The author of
Jim Butcher.
Yeah, Jim Butcher.
Oh, interesting.
Like, those are the TV shows along with a couple of different anime series. Also Faulty Towers, things like that. And then I have some 70-some-odd movies on my Amazon watch list. Some of which I may end up watching, some of which I won't, because I refuse to pay more than like $8 for a movie. But I've got everything from Bagger Vance. I've got some random fiction nonsense. The old Disney's The Black Hole. The Transporter series. Some good stuff, some really bad stuff. And just whenever one of them drops to a reasonable price, I'll snap it up. And reasonable in my case is like $5 to $7.
Yeah, his other series was called the Codex Alera series, which was pretty good.
I heard about that. I looked at it. I need to actually do it.
But when you first read it, and you're like, "What's this talking about?" He's going to be talking about how they first came from this other place, and realize that he's actually describing a Roman legion or something came and set it up, and it'll help you get into it. But it was a good book series.
I find myself having, I don't think I'd have trouble with that because I'm a little bit of a mythology buff. So when he keeps on going on about Mab, Titania, he goes on about...
Psychopathy.
Hey, Psycho.
All right, we're all here.
Yeah, we're all here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he goes on about all this mythology. I'm like, I know those. I got an
Hey,
idea.
we're not all in the Roll20 game, though, guys. Sign in.
I think it's just Psycho's now.
Yeah, I'm signing in.
Dog, what are you doing?
I was there earlier. Like, I saw the chat. It's like, it's happening in 1 hour, guys. And I was like, yeah. I'll be ready for that one. And then I forgot.
And it's like, oh shit, it's an hour 10. Oh no.
So James, think you'd appreciate this. I've been trying to give my dog a little bit more freedom in the mornings before I put her in the crate for the day. So she comes into the bathroom with me as I'm getting ready to shower, which is where I have her food and water bowls, so she can eat before I shower, then I can take her out, then she can go in her crate. So she previously has a habit of sitting outside my shower and just watching me shower because she feels upset that I've abandoned her.
Wait, what kind of dog is this again?
Maltese poodle.
Okay.
So she's tiny. So today, without me noticing it, she slipped into the shower before I did. And there was a face of immediate regret as she got drenched.
Yeah, it's a face that's got to be just priceless.
And I looked at it and I'm like, no, you're not getting out now. Now you're soaked. Now I have to dry you off when I get out. Hello, you. And it's where she was soaked and she was in her crate. She was very unhappy.
All
There's a
right.
setting alarm.
We all here then? We all ready?
I forgot I'd send off all my alarms because it was just randomly going off. and I realized that I actually have an alarm for this session. Well,
Adrik, did you see my ace in the hole?
Ace in the hole? Oh no, I haven't been on YouTube lately.
Oh, shame.
I'll give it a look tomorrow.
It'll continue to remain secret for a while.
Oh boy.
I don't even think Hockey remembers my ace in the hole unless he went and looked.
I've forgotten more about this whole campaign than I thought of this week. So
yeah.
Oh, shit. I mean, if you're gonna tease like that, I guess I'll skim it while we're getting things set up.
It's in the 3rd hour, so I think it's the last episode, like 3 minutes in, something like that. You'll see my cursor going around it.
At least made it easy for me.
Yep.
all right, we all ready then?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Just opening up all my tabs of Grimoire and that.
Who wants to do the rendition of what happened last time?
Oh, please. If nobody else wants to, I'm going to.
Go ahead.
So, last episode, we traveled a very long way. We went up a very long series of roads. And then all of a sudden, the DM out of nowhere stopped describing the roads we were traveling, started describing a very big bridge, and all of a sudden, James and I knew exactly what was going to happen. So, we crossed the bridge, or at least some of us did. Adrik went over with Saf, and all of a sudden, the trolls underneath the bridge decided to come out and try to eat us. Hockey tried to pretend they weren't trolls. None of us were having any of it. So we fought magnificently, and by fought magnificently, I mean we did very little, did no damage. I tried to block them and get us to escape. They took me down. James freaked out about how to save me. All of a sudden, Dretan decided to do some very silly things. And then out of nowhere...
Heroic silly things.
And then out of nowhere, the hero of the hour comes. And our druid stops taking the leak that he was doing, runs
For
out...
the second time in this campaign.
Runs out, heals up the paladin, and then not only summons a gigantic snake that gets dropped in the middle of a bridge, but then leaps a 90-foot leap as a freaking spider over
All
the
hail
water.
snake.
While at the same time, Dretan is sitting there literally shooting the bridge because taking it down's a grand idea. As he takes it down...
Yeah, I never understood that idea, but...
As he takes it down, he then traps Adrik on the far side of the bridge, who, let's be honest, was doing a very good job of fighting one troll by himself, because neither of them was doing really any damage to either one. So I decide to do a brilliant thing and jump in the water, because I'm thinking, hey, I'm going to swim across, I'm going to get to him. And at the same time, nope, down goes Adrik. Thankfully, the snake is able to kill one. James was able to burn the hell out of the second one. And then the third one... I think we burned the hell out of that one, too, if I remember correctly, with like an acid splash or something like that.
Acid and fire.
There we go, acid and fire. And then we were trying to figure out, Adrik's over there, and he was down for the count. He was two life rolls, 2 death rolls. All of us trying to figure out how to get to him. Psycho had jumped over to try to save him, but turns out spiders don't have hands and can't do shit. Most of us were too far away. And then all of a sudden, Dretan goes, wait a second, I have an idea. And like all of the rest of us know, if Dretan says that, you run like fuck in the opposite direction because there's no way it's going to go well. But after about half an hour of pontificating, with all of us trying to figure out exactly how we're going to get Dretan in the area, Dretan goes, wait a second, and jumps off a cliff. And in mid-air, he decides to like put his hand up like a gun, Yu Yu Hakusho style, and shoots while shouting a healing word. And Hockey thankfully allowed us to pull this off because he shouted a heal at Adrik and saved him just before he survived. This turned out to not be the most amazing idea, because then Dretan dropped in the water. Thankfully, combat was over, so we weren't in combat times. There was no problem. But this is where Dretan decided that the gigantic cart that we spent all that time trying to bring along dead bodies and save had fallen in the water. He decided that, well, we can't save the bodies, I'm going to save the horses. So he jumps onto the harness for the horses, cuts one free, and the other one almost kills him. So Dretan decides at that point, maybe I shouldn't be doing this, and literally throws a dagger at the second horse, which I swear to God he was trying to kill it, but he missed, and actually let it go instead, and then swung
I
free.
thought he was cutting the... He claimed he was trying to
I know,
cut the
he
harness.
claimed he was cutting the harness. I don't agree with him. And then after that, all of us decided, well, the bridge is down, but the snake's going to carry us over anyways, Rescuers 2 style, and all of us shivering, shaking, and really annoyed at the lack of spell slots we had going into that fight, went to go to sleep for a while leading into this session.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, so
I do need to remember, how many horses did we save? All of them?
One for everybody except for me, but I can summon mine.
Yeah.
I think the horses on the cart, only one survived, but the rest was...
We lost the donkey. Burrito died.
Yeah.
Burrito got
burrito
munched.
became a burrito.
Mhm.
Yep.
Zoe is still here, though.
Yes. So I believe there's four of the draft horses that are left, and Zoe. All right. So with that said, you guys, what was that?
Kai. Yeah, Kai. Don't forget about your double, extra attacks.
Yeah,
That's right.
That's a very key thing there.
That's right. Kai, do you dual wield also? Or I can't remember. What are you wielding, Kai?
Bow.
A bow. Okay.
I don't do a wield.
Reed, do you dual wield, or what's your weapon?
Sword and shield.
Sword and
Sword and shield?
He only gets 2 attacks. But yeah, if you got it, use it.
Okay.
Also, can we have that bit that Saf put in Discord? Can we have that be a dream of Adrik's tonight, please?
Sure.
I mean,
Okay.
I'll practice my screaming. So hang on.
Hang on, mute Mike.
All right. Any questions before we start?
How fucked are we?
You guys are a day out from Falstead. You guys are almost there.
Okay.
And we didn't. I'm just double checking. We didn't level up or anything after that. We're still level 5.
Not yet.
Okay.
No. There's
Questions?
between 5 and 6 is a big jump.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So
So-
all my hit points are restored, but not my resources. So did we take a long rest or no?
I think we did. I think we decided
I think
on
we
a
were
long rest
deciding
because
on a
then our
long
spells
rest.
were gone.
Yeah, to my knowledge, you expended a bunch of healing spells and abilities to heal in order to settle down for a long rest.
Okay.
Okay. Let me go just edit my thing then real quick.
But here's a question. How bloodlusty are you feeling, Hockey?
Not as much as last time. Last time I was grinning as Reed went down and then Dretan tried to come save him.
And then you
he went down,
killed
and
my damn horse, you asshole.
I was getting excited, and
It's
then,
gonna be angry at me when I resummon it.
yeah. Then I let up. I let you guys go, but that's okay.
Oh, we didn't decide this. How much wine did I use with my failed flaming javelin attack?
I think you did the whole thing, didn't
Did
you?
the whole thing?
You had the
Okay,
whole-
so let
Yeah,
me
you just
just
stopped it.
have that be just a water skin.
Yeah.
Wait, you did what?
When we learned
You
they
tried
were,
to light a spear on
Yeah.
fire and throw it.
and unfortunately, I rolled a
He failed
2.
both the rolls.
Yeah. To be fair, it would have been a really cool idea.
I've never seen a wine light on fire, though. It takes, 100 proof to light on fire?
At the very
you can
least,
You can get it done with 80 proof, but anything less than vodka, you're probably
Yeah,
gonna
but
have
No, I thought that's how proof was made. It's 100 proof. When you mix it with gunpowder, it'll light and spark.
I haven't heard
yeah,
that. but
well,
I can tell you
remember-
for a fact.
remember,
You
The
can
100 proof
light
is the
fire.
it
100 proof
measures
is only
the
50%
flammability,
alcohol.
Oh, only, yeah.
Well, yeah, but like that's the point. 100 proof is only
It's-
50% alcohol.
It's whatever the critical mass is where alcohol outweighs the other liquids in it enough to actually catch fire and not be doused. So 80, 90, 100, you can get it done, but
I was
But
gonna
see,
say,
when they flambe and stuff, it's pretty high proof
Well,
stuff.
remember, my argument
yeah.
was that, Reed consistently tries to drink and never gets drunk, so this would have been like gut rot.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Mad Dog 2020, right?
Yeah, there you go.
no, it's just grain alcohol. It doesn't have a name. It's just grain alcohol, 190 proof. It's
White lightning.
Yeah, it's 97% alcohol. It's comparable to rubbing alcohol.
There you go. All right. Well, you guys settled down for the night. You split out the watches, however you did. I think most of you doffed your armor. For those who are wearing heavy armor, and you make it through the night without event. The sound of the river next to you allows you to get some pretty restful sleep. You all recover. You get your slots back, your abilities back. You have a long rest. In the morning, I think some of you were changing spells, right? Right, James? Zixo was changing his spells.
I did change one spell.
Okay,
And,
so
I'd like to pull off the stupid thing I did last time, was just say that he, like, whispered the Fine Steed prayer or something in his sleep or something. Taking up a slot, naturally. Taking up a slot, naturally. But
okay, yeah.
I don't want him to know how to consciously do that yet.
Okay, sure. So in the morning, there next to the other 4 horses that you guys had hitched together and sort of bedded down for the night is the gleaming, shiny horse again, who sort of whinnies when Rede wakes up and notices him. Everybody, for those who were changing spells, you perform your rituals or meditations or studying that you need to do, and everybody else starts breaking down the camp. As you do so, your best estimate from what the caravan drivers a couple nights before had said was that you should be able to reach Falstead before the day's out if you keep at a steady pace.
One more time, Hockey.
You should be able to reach Falstead before the day is out if you keep a steady pace.
All right.
Sorry, is my thing cutting out?
I think that might be my end.
Oh, okay.
Also, there's 6 of us, and you said there was 4 horses, and then Rede.
Zoe, and then Reed's horse appeared. Okay. So there's enough horses for everybody.
Excellent.
So as you finish packing up camp, as the magic users, for those who get their divine power, finish their prayers, for the magic users who need to study and reflect as they finish up, you are startled by the sound of crashing underbrush. 2 humanoid figures, hooded, step out from the woods on your side of the river, and they their hoods are up. One has sort of dark green, a dark green cloak with, it looks almost like feathers sticking out of it, and the other one is in a dark brown cloak, sort of clasping at a quarterstaff, gripping it, and then ungripping it, gripping it, sort of just working his hands. One of them points to your group, and he speaks, and he says, Gilendralor, we ferris matolobor infadratalar and fermentea. And none of you recognize what's being spoken.
Is it possible to kind of get an idea from tone of voice? Is this person angry, accusatory?
He seems distraught, and it seemed almost like a question. He's pointing at you and questioning you.
How far away would these folks be?
They're probably about 60, 70 feet away. They just have come up sort of along the path. They've come out onto the path from the forest and have turned towards your group.
Okay, so they're yelling at us.
Yeah.
How does that work?
/W space GM.
And is it, I guess, do they look surprised to see us? Does it look like they were expectant to see us? Like, is there a way to read that in their faces?
From this distance, you can't see their faces. Their hoods are up.
Hoods up.
You can tell that they are anxious to the point of hysteria from their body language.
I'm going to ask Pip to send them a telepathic message that we mean no harm.
She can do that.
Okay.
Nice.
She can magically communicate simple ideas, emotions, and images telepathically with any creature within 100 feet of it that can understand the language.
Okay.
You tell her to do that, and after a moment, she speaks back to you, and she says, "No, friend, their thoughts are jumbled. I cannot get through. They are not listening." The first
I tell
one,
her, I want you to get in my pack and hide and take refuge.
Okay. The first one again sort of raises his hands. He was pointing at you, and now he sort of turns his hand over, almost, sort of gesticulating to the side a little bit, and he says, "Kalindra lortolo borin, danagor telefona enga despim caro."
So at this point, how long after we've woken up? Would this be something like would we have armed already and everything, gotten armor on and everything like that?
Yes, yeah. Okay. You guys have broken. You guys were about to set out.
Okay, so at about this point, I guess Reed's going to kind of leave his steed and kind of take a couple steps towards them. You know, hands up, nowhere near his weapons or anything like that.
Okay.
Trying to look as peaceful as possible. And he's going to call out, I guess, after checking to see if anybody else is responding. You know,
as you're stepping forward, the other one raises. The other one raises. Wait. The other raises his staff high in the air and issues a long, shrill whistle that echoes off the surrounding trees. And almost immediately, in the distance, you hear wild thrashing fill the air. It sounds almost like rushing water coming towards you above the sound of the river and the falls behind you.
Well, now.
Reed never gets to do anything peacefully.
And now, was this coming from a specific direction, like it was coming our way, or all around?
It seems to be coming from as you're facing these two figures, seems to be coming from about the 11 and the 2 o'clock.
All right, well, I'm going to start jogging towards them, because if it's something nasty, I want to be close to them.
Roll initiative.
I couldn't have react.
Oh, hey,
Spell magic to that. Couldn't I?
Get tokens up first?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, Hockey, I couldn't have reacted with Dispel Magic, couldn't I?
And if it's cool with you, I started jogging.
If you had said it in the course, you know, there was that break in between the first speaking and then the second. You could have done something there, but
damn it.
And it looks like Dretan, you're still not healed all the way.
You should be. It's morning.
Yeah. And his token's not, but
I feel like I hesitate too much on these sort of things.
oh, that's all good.
Funny that the only guy taking initiative is the last one to go.
Jesus. And the two of them roll natural 20s.
Whoa, calm down, Hockey.
My bad.
All right, fine. I see how it is. Not bloodthirsty, he said.
Well, after all his natural 20s in my game, too, I mean, he's just showing off now.
Hot dice.
I didn't get too many natural 20s. I just rolled like 18s and 19s. That was ridiculous.
At least 2 natural 20s.
I never had that happen.
It's cool. I haven't either.
Okay. So Adrik wanted to move forward a little bit. Reed, you also took a step forward.
Okay.
So as they see you start coming forward, Adrik, here, I'll label them. Let's go 1.
Thing 1 and thing 2.
Thing 2, yep. Thing 1, he is going to this is the one with the staff, and after he gets done whistling, he's gonna thump his staff down onto the ground, and he is going to ignore that. I don't know why that happened.
It's like, no, he's not. All of his slots are expended.
Let's see, I should have had this all ready prior to, but we will do this anyways. So he's going to cast Entangle, and he's going to do it in this 20-foot square right here.
Ooh.
Okay.
Grasping weeds and vines sprout from the ground in a 20-foot square, starting from a point within range. For the duration, these plants turn the ground in the area into difficult terrain. A creature in the area when you cast the spell must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by the entangling plants.
Okay, what's the, well, never mind.
Oh yeah, go ahead, just make the roll and I'll tell you the DC, or I'll tell you if you fail or not.
Of course.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Rest in peace.
You both fail.
Yep.
So you both are restrained. And let's do that for restrain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And number 2 is going to, you see him mutter a few words, and he is going to, suddenly his skin becomes barky and seems to be almost tree-like as he utters these words of power.
Okay.
This could be interesting.
And it is Elessar's turn.
Oh boy.
Hey Reed, how you doing?
Kind of same as always.
Of course.
Oh, and just a note, I'm going to sort of cut down on the theatrical explanations so as to maybe try and cut combat time down a little bit. Every once in a while, I'll kick something in if it's cool, but I sort of feel like in listening to some of the playbacks, it was taking a little too long. So,
all right. Well, the guy with that had a bark-like skin. I'm gonna cast Hold Person too.
Number 2.
okay, and so he must make a Wisdom saving throw,
Yes.
and he crit it 23.
God, you and your rolls.
Well, what have you done, Hockey? After that, I'm just gonna ready a reaction. Dispel magic on like a. If any of
Thank you,
them.
Adrik.
Well,
If you've
I
already
can-
done an action, I don't think you can ready another action.
oh yeah, no,
So you can do a
I can
bonus
just
action,
dispel
or you
message
can
anytime.
move.
because it's a reaction. I can just they say fireball, and then I can dispel.
Well,
No, because that would be if you had a reaction, like a counter spell reaction, that would be one thing, because that's your reaction action. But if you're trying to ready an action, that's a full action turn to ready that in anticipation for what the enemy's going to do.
right. It uses your action to set it up, and then if it triggers, it uses your reaction.
Right.
Whenever they fulfill those requirements.
Some abilities give you a reaction, like Adric's Warding Flare or Reed's Protection ability. But other than that, you have to use your full action to ready a reaction, other than an opportunity attack.
Well, yeah.
All right. Well, for now, I'm gonna shape change to direwolf.
Ooh.
Okay, and
Bonus
that's you can bonus action. Okay, and I think that's a large, right? Last time
Yeah,
I
it is.
looked, it was.
Sounds
Okay.
about right. It's a werewolf wolf.
I don't think it's quite a werewolf, is
Well,
it?
it's a big old.
No,
It's a big old thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
pretty
Okay. Dretan, your turn.
Oh, I was gonna move towards him. I think.
Oh, okay.
Can I?
Yeah, go for it.
Difficult terrain. Does that half my speed, or is there any effect when I enter the area?
Yes, it's half your speed.
you can go around it.
If you start your turn, you have to do the strength check, right?
Let me read back through it.
I think it's
Also-
more the first time you enter it.
I mean, he is a direwolf, so hopefully he has good strength. I'd imagine.
I need to roll up the direwolf speed.
No, it actually just says a creature in the area when you cast the spell must succeed. A creature restrained by the plans can use the action to make a strength check.
But remember, it is difficult movement, though.
Yeah, it's just difficult terrain to everybody else. So
Oh, neat. Good enough.
Okay, I have 50. Okay, I'm definitely going around then.
30, 45.
I think I can make it.
Where were you again?
I was next to the campfire, like I was here.
Okay.
no, you were back here, and then I made you large. Yeah.
I'll move us back.
Yeah.
Hang on, I can dash. I can just dash towards him.
No, because you've already used your action. You tried to you cast hold person.
Man, I haven't played so long. Sorry about that. Well, that's my action.
Okay, Dretan, your turn.
Join the festivities. Dan, jump on in. Jeff?
I think he actually muted
Testing.
himself. And he's like,
Testing.
yeah,
There you go.
There you go.
All right, so seeing as how they're being defensive with their spell casts, I'm like, hey, let's calm down, everybody. Can you repeat what you said in common, please? I'm like holding my hands up. I'm trying to get them to repeat what they said.
You want them to
Took a
repeat
step
what they
forward
said?
with my hands empty. I wasn't aggressive.
Who cares? Who cares? Whatever you did, that turned them off. So I'm trying to get them to repeat what they said in common. Figure out what the hell's going on here.
Number two, he seems to understand you. He cocks his head a little bit, but he again repeats what he was saying. Kalindralor Tolobor and Denegor.
Was that my action?
No, that can be a free action.
That can be free action. All right, I'm going to cast Comprehend Languages. I'm going to repeat that question.
So you want to cast it, and then you want to do another free action?
No, I'll repeat. I will cast Comprehend Languages and then ask, repeat that again?
Okay. Roll a persuasion check.
All right. Persuasion. 19.
And let me do this. And he says the same thing again. I'm not going to repeat it.
Fair
I said
enough.
it already 3 times, but
Oh shit!
do you understand which language it is? Do you know which language it is, or do you just understand it like you?
You understand the literal meaning of any.
Okay,
spoken
so you don't know what language it is. Okay, yeah. Okay, you gonna move?
I'm gonna go white face and start and like take a step back. That's all I'm gonna do. Actually, bonus action.
Zixo is looking at you, trying to get a read off of your face. What is he seeing?
You're seeing like not I'm turning white, like
scared white, like you're
Scared
afraid.
Scared
Okay,
white.
that's all I need. Thank you.
Yeah. Bonus action casting Hex on number 2.
Okay.
He will take an extra d6 whenever I damage him, and he has disadvantage on strength checks.
Does
Strength, okay.
Does Hex have a visual component? Like, is that something that Rede can see, considering that Dretan's behind him? Can he see that they're under the effect of Hex?
You have traveled with Dretan and been in enough attacks or battles with Dretan to recognize the spell.
Okay.
You have a familiarity with them. You know the spell, and you may not know which target. But number 2, you do see sort of stumble backwards a little bit, feeling the effect of this spell.
Okay, so just to verify, so Rede heard Dretan trying to be cordial and now sees Dretan attacking.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I need to know.
I'm peaceful, guys. I try to be. That's the turn.
Okay. Zixo.
Okay. I said before I'm going to be moving over and hopping on to Zoe.
Okay. And so that takes up the half of your...
Half plus 10. So, but that's my movement. Then she would have her movement. So maybe she would have half of her movement left.
Oh, I guess that's true. Yeah, because it doesn't take any of her movement.
Right.
Okay.
I'm just leaping up. But, all right. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to cast Max Million's Earthen Grasp on number 1 to immobilize him.
Okay. And this stupid spell. Okay, on number 1.
Yes.
All right, he fails the save,
Okay, so he is
and he takes 10 bludgeoning.
he takes 10 bludgeoning plus the effect of being immobilized, I think.
Okay. All right. And is that your turn?
Yeah, he's restrained for the spell's duration. And it
Okay.
takes his action to break out. On a strength ability check, which you would have disadvantage on.
Okay.
The other guy's going to start.
Psycho, I think you're incorrect. It's a concentration.
Oh, I was asking.
Weird.
Oh, the entangle, that's concentration, I think.
That's
Yeah,
why I was
no, it
asking.
is.
Okay, and I'm guessing he saved.
Nope, he actually just failed.
Ooh,
Writing stuff down.
Release the
sick.
hounds.
ha! Heyo.
So, Adrik, you have a cantrip you like to cast.
All right. Is that all, Zixo?
A little bit.
And then I'm going to move back a little bit. But yeah,
Oh no, that's not this character, Saf.
move back to here.
You're thinking of Geth.
No, you can now. You have like that sacred flame thing.
Oh no, why would I
Okay.
do that? I've got a much
Reed,
better.
it's your turn.
Okay, where is Reed's horse right now?
I'm going to freehand draw it.
Please, thank you.
Right here.
Okay, let me just check.
This should be good.
Do you
This should
remember
be really
what
good.
his movement is for the horse?
50.
50? Or no, it's
I
60.
thought a
60.
draft horse was 60 foot.
Okay,
or
so
160.
to make sure I understand how this works, I can have the horse do a dash movement. I can mount. Horse still has movement, right?
Yeah.
It's my movement that's the problem.
If you dash, you're taking your action.
Well, no. If
No, the
can I
horse
have
would
the
dash.
horse dash?
Okay.
He wants to make the dash horse to intercept him. He'll
Yes.
hop on
Yes.
with half his movement
Yes.
and use the rest of the horse's
Uh-huh.
dash to get closer.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay, so that
And
just
because you have a
conveniently is
telepathic
60.
link with it, right?
Right.
Yeah, he does.
Within a mile.
Fight is a seamless unit, too.
Okay, so the question is, where can I get to? Because
you have
I
speed
can
of 30,
only,
right?
Yeah, so I can only move 15 in order to do
I
this.
really want to be right there. That sounds pretty
So the
tasty
horse
to me.
would have to go. So
I bet
horse
it
could
does,
go
I think.
here
30.
to intercept.
And then
And
30.
then 30. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so let's have Rede will call his horse. Horse dashes over. Rede mounts, and then he'll attack. Who's the one that did the rushing water thing? Was that 1 or 2?
One was the one who raised his staff in the air
Okay, can
and had the whistle.
Can I get to 1? Is the question.
1 is the one that's also being crushed by
No,
a
I
big
can't
earthen
get to
hand.
1. Okay.
2 is free right now. 1 is restrained.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'm going to go to this spot right here, upper right of 2.
Okay.
So, right here while mounted. And
Okay.
then, so while mounting, do I still have time to draw a weapon? Because I know it's a free action, but do I still have time in this case? Because I'm doing a couple different things. Okay.
Yeah, no, drawing. I mean, as you're running up to your horse, I assume you draw your weapon and then do this gallant sort of leap onto the back of your horse.
I'm trying to think of what Reed would do. Is there... I know this is a really stupid question. Is there a way to make something such as a non-lethal attack?
Now,
Yes, actually.
there is, but really fast.
Yeah.
When you jump onto your horse, do you have your shield out as well as your sword, or just your sword?
I think because he's trying to move quick, I'd say that Reed would not have pulled his shield yet.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I think he'd be trying to do this as fast as possible.
Okay.
Okay, so how does a non-lethal attack work, if that's a thing?
Just declare it.
Okay, so all I just say is, okay, I want to make an attack, but I don't want this to be a killing blow. Just that's it?
Yes.
Okay.
The GM can even ask you, when you make a killing blow, do you want it to be non-lethal?
Yeah.
Or how would you describe this hit? Yeah.
Okay. Then, okay. Then what I think I'm going to do is Reed is going to attack at number 2, but specifically try to not kill this person. So let's say that.
Okay.
Okay, let me get these rolls going. Swing number 1.
That misses.
Lovely. Swing number 2. Lovely.
That misses.
Hey, look, Reed's doing his Reed thing. And that's my turn.
Yay.
All right. Go ahead, Kai.
Shoot them.
That's what I asked. I'm gonna move and in front of Dretan and shoot them.
And
Which
now
one are you
Get that
shoot?
hit.
Which one?
Number 1.
It does.
Okay. And the 9 damage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna shoot that one again because I can.
And
Does
that
that hit?
hits. Yes.
And it takes.
All right.
Oh wow! All right.
damage.
And as a bonus action, I'm gonna Hunter's Mark that one, number 1.
Oh, okay. Before you do that, you see both your arrows pass into this character, and he actually falls limp in the great earthen hand, and he is dead. You have slain him.
Fun.
All right. I'm gonna
I can't help but feel
Hunter's
that's not a
Mark
good
number
thing.
2 then.
So you're gonna Hunter's Mark the other one.
No, I'm gonna save it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna hunt my kid. Yeah, just
Okay.
That's it. That's my.
You all, okay, Adrik.
All right. Well, I'm not terribly happy with him, so I want to get up in his face bits. So I'm going to charge towards him, drawing that fancy little dagger he gave me. So that's dash to get there, and because of the charger, I can use an attack as a bonus action.
Okay.
So I'm going to just get... And the whole time I'm screaming, I don't understand you!
I don't speak your hooga booga language.
Where the hell is it? There it is. Does a 13 hit?
That misses.
Damn.
Common, motherfucker, do you speak it?
That'll be my turn. Yeah.
Okay. All right. This whole time the thrashing sound has gotten increasingly loud, and you start hearing additional things over the sound of it. And over the tops of the trees, you notice hordes and hordes of birds descending towards you.
Ooh.
And they...
Now, are we talking about, block out the sun hordes, or just a healthy amount that is...
Each one seems to have at least a handful, so at least 6 or 7 birds in them. And they are flying coordinated and are technically a swarm.
Woo!
So why is it rolling 2? I don't know why it's wrong. Maybe my mouse is going finally, I think.
Oh no.
So I'm going to...
Psycho, I love you.
Australia.
I'll keep that one. Okay.
We're being attacked. What is that? It's a magpie season, right?
Yes.
There we go.
On mating season, they fly out and fucking peck your heads.
Mm-hmm. There's like an entire season where magpies get ultra aggressive and just start attacking Australians at random.
That sounds like a perfect opportunity to punch a bird out of the sky, and might I add, that's on my bucket list. So you're lucky.
Okay, so this next character that is hexed and standing right in front of Rede and Adrik is going to give you guys sort of a wry smile, and he raises his hands and sort of does the Full Metal Alchemist clap and puts them on the ground, and he's going to cast Thunder Wave right in front of you guys.
Yay!
This
At
is
level
a thing
2.
we're doing.
Heck yeah, man.
At level 2. Oh, boy.
Okay.
Well,
And so we're
what
going
you want
to draw
us
the
to do?
shape. So what is it? It's a 15-foot cube on the
Origin
face.
from
So
you.
right there. So you must make a Constitution saving throw.
joke's on him. 10 feet is all I need to start charging for that bonus damage. Also, he can fuck himself.
There you go. You save.
I would
And
assume.
you both save.
Okay,
So how much
half
damage do you take?
So... Oh, it didn't roll it for me. I gotta roll it. Hold on.
Thunder Wave.
Half of 13 is 6.
Oh, that's not as low as I'm going.
Da, da, da. And we're not pushed.
All right.
Cool beans.
And that is his turn.
Is he still smiling?
Not so much anymore. He thought you guys would take more damage.
All right.
All right, Elessar.
Oh, man. Well, I'm gonna go straight up with the druid. I just stand away from my allies. And do an attack. And it's a bite with pack tactics. So I'm gonna roll 2d20 plus 5.
For advantage.
Yeah, I have a pack tactics because I have allies within 5 feet of the target.
Right, so it's just 2 attack. Okay, yeah, so it's advantage. Okay.
Yeah.
You okay with it, Adrik?
I just got your picture to open up. I appreciate it.
Yeah. It's the first that came to mind. Like, have you ever tried to punch a
Oh
bird?
All
boy.
right. Bowl that misses.
Well, that's it. That's the rest of them. Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. Okay, Dretan.
Skeet shooting time. Let's start shooting birds out of the sky.
Okay.
Eldritch Blast at Swarm number 6.
Okay.
Need to make a ranged attack.
What is the range on?
It is 120 feet.
Oh, man, that's far. Okay.
You can buff that up to 300.
You can get 600 with Spell Sniper.
Yeah, that too. So you can
Close to a mile with
you
something
can literally be shooting these things from 600 feet away.
Mhm.
There's no limit. Anyway, Eldritch Blast. It is currently 2d10 instead of 1d10 right now. Need to fix that. Not 12d10, just 2d10. There you go. And that's a 10.
That misses.
All right, sad day. Bonus action, Bardic Inspiration on Rede.
Okay.
That's my turn.
And we will do this for Bardic Inspiration. All right, Zixo.
All right, that other druid, does he look hurt? Well, I guess I'm just going to continue my concentration. I'm going to move. The hand is going to let go of the limp when it's holding. Move over and grasp that other guy.
Okay, so is that a grapple check then?
It'd be the same attack as the other spell.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. DC 15 Constitution.
DC 15 for 6 damage. If he fails, half
Is it Constitution save though?
Strength.
All right, he fails that.
So 6 damage, and he is restrained. So advantage on attacks against him.
Okay. Oh, you got it right there. Okay. Cool. And he is restrained. What did I do? There you go. Okay. Is that your turn?
I guess I can't back up any further because the map is there. So yeah, I'm good.
Okay. And hold on, let me do his. Okay, he makes the concentration save. All right, Rede.
So when there was that thing earlier when Dretan was saying no, don't let him lie, was that actually something that happened in character, or is that an out of character thing?
No, don't let him what?
Don't let him live.
Psycho said we might want to keep this one alive. Dretan said no,
Oh.
don't. So I'm trying to figure out, was
that
that in
was-
character?
It was in chat, so
Okay.
It was in chat.
Then
So at that point, yeah.
Reed's going
I
to take
think
a
it was in
step to the
character
other side of
first.
this guy to have him between him and Elessar, and he's going to try to go for a non-lethal attack again.
Okay.
So he's going to kind of have the horse hop to the left, I guess, or hop to the right, because that's the direction this would actually be in.
Nice. That hits.
Okay. Lovely damage. Was that minimum?
Okay.
That was minimum. Okay.
And that one hits as well.
Much better.
Okay. Excellent. And let me see really fast. Oops. Wrong. Okay, he saved both times, so he still has it up. Okay, but he is definitely bloodied. You can see this dark red blood oozing out from his bark-like skin. He is not doing very well. Kai, your turn.
Buddies. You're going down. Ouch.
Who are you shooting at? Number 2?
No, not that. Number 6.
The birds. The birds.
Flock of birds.
That misses.
Yeah, bye-bye, arrow. I'm gonna miss that one.
That one hits.
Okay.
I'll just take the
Sorry.
22. That one hits.
All right. Number 6. That hits. There it goes.
Yes.
Damage. And my Hoodbreaker feet.
Is that within 15 feet?
I think it's within 5 feet, so it won't.
Yeah, so I don't think you can do that.
Okay. No. It's like won't that flock of birds count as a horde?
Yes.
But it's treated as one enemy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the kicker.
Okay, so that won't work. Okay, cool. And I'm gonna mark Hunter's Mark, that one, number 6.
Number 6. Okay.
Yeah,
He's marked.
that's it.
Okay. So now the birds are increasingly agitated, and they swarm down, and they get. Oh, we'll just do that. And this one is going to attack Elessar.
Sorry, Psycho.
What was that?
Ah!
Oh. 6 probably does not hit.
Nope.
Okay. 5 is going to attack 2. 13.
No.
Oh, not yet. Okay. And number 4 is going to attack. 22 hits.
Yeah, definitely.
Vicious.
Elessar attracting all the bird love.
You're going to take the 11. Mm-hmm. And then okay.
Wait, isn't it the 6 is if it's at full strength, or the 5 is if it's at half strength, and that's how that works?
No, it's both of them if they're at full.
Oh,
And it's the second one if it's at half.
oh, good luck, Elessar.
So number 1 is going to come and attack Rede. They technically have to occupy the same space as you to attack, so that's why I'm sort of overlapping them.
Oh, okay.
14.
Does not. Well, hold on. His shield's
should
not
be
out.
I think you're 16 without
Yeah, I
your
think I'm
shield.
16 without my shield.
Okay.
Shield's 2, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, then it's 16.
Number 2 is going to attack Adrik. 15.
I get a reaction to that.
Okay.
I don't know how the hell this is going to work, but
You just give a
Yeah.
swipe or something.
just batting at the,
Does your protection require a shield to be equipped?
Sentinel does not. So Sentinel has nothing to do with shields in the first place.
Okay.
So just,
Okay. That's your feat, not your fighting style.
Right.
Wait, hold on. Let me just double check real quick.
Yeah, Sentinel is the one that reduces their speed to 0, all
on
that
one second.
nonsense. Lets you get an attack.
Yeah, so when a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against a target other than you, you can use a reaction. So this is Sentinel doing it, not the feat.
So you get an attack against him.
Yes, I get an attack against him.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Is it gonna... Oh, I'm pressing the wrong thing. And is it the... Do I get the double attack or the 1 attack?
It's a reaction, so you just get a single attack.
Okay, so there it is.
And that misses. And number 3...
Is there... Since they're occupying the same space, that doesn't give flanking bonus or anything, does it?
Flanking bonus as far as advantage?
Yeah, because they're occupying the same space. So they're between me and Adrik. Depending on which one is at what side of him, I guess, but...
No, it would be in Adric's space.
Gotcha.
Because it's a swarm of tiny beasts, they're swarming around him. So you're lashing out at his space.
Okay, makes sense.
Alright, so let's move him right here. I think it was. Yeah. Okay, and that's their turn. Adrik.
It really sucks that I have teammates near me. Because I'm more than hardy enough to do what I would like to do. However, I'm not completely irresponsible like you guys might think I am.
I mean, you could put the ring on and then fireball us. But that's 2 spells, and Elessar's still there.
Yeah, exactly. But
Yeah, but I'm in wild shape, so...
no, I'm not going to do that, guys. Give me some credit.
I refuse to believe that.
Shit, that is an action to do that. Well, I guess I'm just going to go for all reliable and stab Mr. Man in the face again. Or try to, anyways.
You
Great.
have advantage.
Even worse. Oh, I do have advantage. So a 15 still misses, doesn't it?
No, it misses.
God. Yeah. Bah.
He has bark skin, so it's at least 16.
It's probably at least 16. I'm just gonna run this way, so however you want that to work.
You're gonna move out of range?
Yeah. He's restrained, so does he still get opportunity attacks?
Yeah, you should still have a reaction.
He does at disadvantage though.
Cool. Plus the birds. The birds.
So 3 does not hit, and then the birds. 9.
Well, you're still next to the birds.
Yeah.
I guess that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go out to about
Okay.
there.
Yep. Neither of them hit you.
Yay. I'm gonna call that a turn.
Okay.